So, how do you feel about graduation day this year?
Graduation day, oh,
Yes.
I always like graduation day.
Yeah.
This year went well and had a lot of happy people.
Yes.
I'm always glad to see folks get done with their degree.
Yes, and I feel like this year we got a big tent, right? Because last year my friend told me that we didn't have a big tent like this.
The big tent
Yeah.
out in Mud Quadrangle?
Yes.
Well, they usually have something to cover. I'm not sure it's the same tent, but last year was so hot, maybe they decided to get a better one this year.
I think so. Maybe this year will be less hot than last year.
I hope so, because people were melting last year, and this year I think people were comfortable.
Yes. So, and how many students graduated this year?
Oh, you got me. I don't really know. It
Oh.
seemed like overall, I think someone said they were giving out over 500 degrees for the entire CGU, but I really don't know exactly how many for us.
And how about our school? Do you know?
No, that's why I'm saying I don't really know how many for IS&T. I saw there were a great big line, but I lost count.
Yeah, I think maybe almost 20.
That sounds about right.
Yes, I think so. Yes, and
Well, let me go and chime in. We all can see it on the SISATSpace also. How many people graduate? So.
Oh, okay. Well,
yes. Because we upload the video to the website already. Maybe you can check it out.
that's right. I can find out there.
Yes.
I suppose we can have some official source telling us how many graduated.
Yes, because now our group we working about SISATSpace. So I would like to ask you about what's going on in our project.
All right.
Yes. So could you explain what is SISATSpace?
There's a good question.
Yes.
There's a project that we're running in our lab, our social learning software lab, that is to set up a space for people associated with SISAT, including students and alums and faculty and staff. And it's going to provide a lot of the social software tools that are popular, including blogs and social bookmarking and wiki.
Yes.
I think the idea is to try to strengthen the already good ties that the members of our community have by providing opportunities for people to say a bit about themselves and ask questions of each other and collaborate on projects. So it's that variation on the Claremont Conversation for the 21st Century project, which spans all of CGU. This is our starting point. I guess we're using ourselves as the proverbial guinea pig.
That sounds interesting.
Well,
yes.
I hope. I think the members of the lab are pretty enthusiastic, and we'll probably have a number of the students who are willing to jump right in. I expect there'll be some who will take a little coaxing.
Yes.
But we'll do that.
Oh. Yesterday is the first day of a summer module 1. Yes. And you have 14 or maybe 15 students in your class?
14 or 15 that I'm aware of in my web development class over at Caltech. That's part of our Pasadena initiative, and we have, based on an initial head count, something like 4 students who would normally be at CGU and another 10 who are at Caltech or JPL. Plus, I think there's one more who just didn't show up the first day.
Yeah, actually, I would like to take this class so much, but I cannot.
Why?
I have to go back to Thailand.
Oh, so you're going back to Thailand this week, right?
Yes.
And what are you going to be doing in Thailand? You're going to visit your family, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Because my brother, he will be ordained, so I need to go back.
Oh, so your brother will become a monk, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I did it also like a couple years ago before I got married. It's like the culture of the Thai guys who once he or she, not she, became supposedly an adult. Once in your life you should enter monkhood, either Buddhism or Christianity, or I think every religion probably has similar type of thing. So
it's very important for
Sure.
for me.
so you're attending the monking, the ordained monk, Buddhist monk,
Yes,
right, in
Buddhist.
Thailand. Okay. So you're gonna be there for like what, a month and a half, 2 months?
Around it.
Okay. Well, I guess we can find out more about you once you post it on the SISATSpace, and I guess so we'll keep up with you. So
You'll bring us a picture or a video. Is that allowed?
Yeah. I
Right.
plan to take.
Oh yeah, that'd be very
Video.
interesting. Yeah, you can post your picture. I mean, show the picture
Yes,
how
I can.
how the ordainment, I guess, look like, so other people can actually see how it look like and maybe learn a little bit here and there. So
Yes. Do you think our project now can be shared within CGU? You think?
Oh, I hope so. We're trying the SISATSpace first as an opportunity to learn and to test out some of our basic ideas. There have been a number of suggestions as to what kinds of technology people might actually use. As we learn a bit more, perhaps we'll try to find other schools that are willing to let us intervene and set up similar spaces for them. If we do that, of course, we'll probably find that we'll have to change what we've done, because some of the things that we do for the other schools actually are nice.
Yes.
And so we'll modify ours. It's an ongoing process. I think we already are going to be learning a bit from the support of the transdisciplinary course, from the support of the Drucker Institute. I would like us to eventually move into some of the other schools to the extent that they're interested. It's nothing we want to force on them, but particularly as students in the T course get a comfort level with using the same kinds of tools, they might be willing to pick up the space. We have an SBOS space, or we'd have an SPE space. Would that eventually merge and become a big CGU space?
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, so I think it is possible if we will extend to use this project maybe in your class first.
Maybe it goes through a class.
In class first.
I think the Wendy Martin and the transdisciplinary program would like as many T-course offerings as possible, so could probably spin it into something like that. I view it, though, as more student-driven in some ways. I think that a large component of what we're doing is to try to find out how students want to use the available technology, making them able to do things, then seeing what they do. Some steering, but not as much as what might be involved in a course.
Yes. So the thing is.
well, thank you very much for the rest, and we'll
Thank
see
you very much.
next FacultyCast.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Bye, all.
Okay. Thank you. That's about